Hello everybody and welcome to Unstoppable Gaming. Today I did not get to record this video correctly. I recorded it like 30,000 times and you do not understand how hard it was to defeat this gym. I just had the worst luck over and over. I should have beat it like the first couple of times, but I just had the worst luck every single time. But I ended up beating it this time. In this gym you have 2 gym leaders to beat, so get ready to fight 2 people in order to get this badge because it's going to be pretty hard. I used a team of 2 Magnemite Shedinja, Fortress, Gyarados, and what else did I use? I'm pretty sure that's about it. But I use Magnemite to get that paralysis off on Slowking, and then I switch over Shedinja, and Shedinja's gonna use his sand attacks here. I'm not sure how many I use sand attacks until you just can't use them anymore. And the best part about using Shedinja against these Tate and Liza girls is because they don't have any moves that can actually hurt him because of the Wonder Guard he has on. So he's pretty much safe from anything except for the yawn. He does have yawn. If that gets on there, you're gonna be able to sleep for a little bit, but it's not enough to like really change anything. So just keep using sand attack if you do this method here, and make sure that they are paralyzed. The paralysis is gonna help a lot. And then sometimes Slowking and Slowbro, their abilities will change. I've noticed that because sometimes I won't be able to use Confuse Ray and stuff because they have own tempo. But I don't know how own tempo works. Sometimes I can use Confuse Ray, but sometimes I can't. This time I was able to use it, and I was able to switch into Fortress. The reason I have Fortress in this team is because I can use the spikes. In this method I went for using spikes 3 times. I usually don't get the spikes down when I play because they usually end up hitting me. But thanks to the confusion, we were able to get 2 hits off on that Slowking. It hit itself. Something out of confusion and did get the Scald. You guys saw how that happened. That's usually what happens. Like even with the 6 sand attacks, and it's things all the way down. That's just how it happens. So we did end up getting the max spikes out, so now we're going to go ahead and go for the toxic spikes. You're supposed to be able to get 2 toxic spikes out, and it looks like we did. So we got all the spikes we needed. We got all the sand attacks, and he is paralyzed. We're going to switch back into Shedinja here, and from here is where we're going to start using our confusion again, Confuse Ray, and that's where that's going to come into play. So now he is confused, 6 sand attacks. We got all the spikes. He's paralyzed, so now we're going to switch to Gyarados. And this is where you have to be lucky, because sometimes they're going to hit moves. You can never like dodge every single move, but we're going to use Dragon Dance 6 times here. I think I actually go over the limit because I forget how many times I use Dragon Dance. But I don't even know if he even hits me this time. I guess we'll see here. While we're waiting for this, I guess I can go ahead and ask like some kind of question of the day kind of thing. If you guys are still watching the video and you want to answer this question, then you go ahead and answer in the comments down below. Today's question is, out of all the regions on Pokemon Planet, which region is your favorite so far? If you guys are only in the Kanto, you guys should know about the other regions if you play other games. It's pretty much the same. Some of the areas are different, not really, but most of the things are the same as a regular Pokemon game. So just go ahead and comment and tell me what you guys think is your favorite Pokemon region in this game so far. So, and here's where we start actually attacking. Bite was not super effective to target. It was not strong enough to take it out in one hit, but it did get the flinch, and we did take out Slowking. And Gyarados is now maxed in Dragon Dances, so he has max speed and max attack for his level and stuff. So I will be able to mostly one-shot every single Pokemon in this entire thing. Glade takes damage from the Stealth Rocks. He did not take damage from any of the spikes because he's a ground-type Pokemon. I think he also has Levitate, so there was no chance of him even getting hit by those. But the rocks did help a little bit. We have Glade. Glade's going to get poisoned. He's going to hit from the spikes. He's also going to get hit from the Stealth Rocks. That's just going to help a lot, really, because I don't know if I'll be able to take it out with one waterfall, especially even if I'm max. I don't know if I'll be able to take it out. And Starmie takes some massive damage from everything here. It just does a lot of damage. Those spikes come in really, really handy, and the bot is super effective, and that will take it out in one shot. Really proud of you, Gyarados. That did some really good damage there, dude. And the next Pokemon we're going to send in is Metagross, and Metagross has some really good defense. Even with the spikes and even with the rocks, it's not enough damage for me to take it out in one hit. I got super lucky here because he did use Hyper Beam. That would have took me out in one shot because it did before. He missed, so I was like, thank God. So that did take out Metagross, and that's going to bring us to her last Pokemon. And Liza's last Pokemon actually is Mega Alakazam. Mega Alakazam is going to hit with the spikes, the poison, and the rocks, and that's going to take it down way low. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit it up with a waterfall. It's going to go for the stab and all the Dragon Dances, and that's how we defeated Liza, guys. Liza is pretty hard. Took me a lot of tries to beat her, but let's go ahead and face off against her sister and see what they do. Alright, we are now fighting against Tate. Tate is actually the same, basically, except for their Pokemon they vary a little different. And you can see that instead of a Slowking, she actually had a Slowbro. And in my opinion, I think Slowbro is actually a lot better than Slowking. It's just I feel like it's more bulky, and I can't really do anything against it because I feel like it just takes things out a lot easier. And it was Ice Beam instead of Blizzard this time. And they know different moves. Yeah, so both trainers are going to have kind of the same Pokemon, but different, like just different variations of each Pokemon, which makes this gym like a really unique, cool kind of gym. And there we got the Paralyze off. I think we get one Flash off here. Yeah, so we have one Paralyze. Well, I mean, we have Deparalyze, and we have one Flash. But the Ice Beam still does connect, and Magnemite does go down. This is where I'm going to go ahead and switch into Shedinja. Slowbro also does not have any moves that can hit Shedinja thanks to the Wonder Guard. So I'm able to get off all these sand attacks, and the own tempo thing, it did not apply to this battle for some reason. Like, I guess the ability did change, but I was able to get him confused this time. You will see later on, whenever he gets confused, it does help a lot. I think I have to do it twice again. Like, they keep stepping out of confusion, so I'll switch back to Shedinja and stuff. But we'll see, because I do have to switch into Fortress later on. And I'm pretty sure Fortress does not get all his spikes this time, because Slowbro is just a lot better Pokemon than Slowking, in my opinion. So as you can see, we're still lowering the accuracy because it's going to take a long time. It's funny watching back and trying to comment over this thing. It's a little different video than normal. Now we're going to go for the Confuse Ray. I was afraid it wouldn't work, but I wanted to try it just in case that it did work. And of course, it did work. My luck changed after sucking forever. And he did use Disable, but it failed because I just switched out. I go for the spikes here. Thank God he was paralyzed. I feel like he would have hit that because I just get the worst luck every single time. So we are down. We are now up to one spike here. I mean, two spikes actually. He steps out of confusion. He does not hit the Ice Beam actually. So we did get 3 spikes out, which is pretty impressive. I don't remember getting 3 spikes. I don't think we get all the toxic spikes though. Well, he did hit me with the Disable there, so. Yeah, he got. So it looks like we do get all the toxic spikes here. So we have every single spike on this person too. So this method is going pretty perfectly. Once again, I learned this method from Mega X824. He's been showing me how to beat these gems the way he did. I'm not saying that he actually invented the method, but he's just one that's showing me how to do this kind of stuff here. So the Wonder Guard goes into effect. We go for that Confuse Ray. Slowbro was confused for the 2nd time in a row. We're going to switch over to Gyarados now. And Gyarados should be able to build up some Dragon Dances. This is going to give him the best chance to do it. So having him confused, him paralyzed, having those 6 sand attacks, that's gonna play a big part in me getting all those Dragon Dances. We have 2 of them right now. We're still building up. He snapped out of his confusion, goes for the Ice Beam. It does not land. Slowbro misses that attack. We go for our 3rd Dragon Dance, and I think I get hit here maybe. Let me check. I can't really tell. He goes for the Yawn. Thank God that missed. If a Yawn, that would ruin the entire thing. We're up to our 4th Dragon Dance now. We just need 2 more to get maxed out. The Ice Beam does land. It knocks me down to about, I would say that's about 75, maybe 75%. Maybe a little 60-something% health. I'm down pretty low. And I think we're maxed out on Dragon Dances now, so we can go ahead and start doing some stuff. And you see here, because look at that health. That is so low. If he just would have got one more hit, then he would have got me. But the Ice Beam does end up missing, thank the Lord. So we did get Slowbro out of the way. I really didn't think I'd actually win this battle, but I end up winning it. It's because my Gyarados is just so low, and the Pokemon in this gym are just really strong. So it's just super hard. The next Pokemon sent out is Claydol. That's one of the same Pokemon they have. You'll see the Stealth Rocks hits that one, but it looks like it did less damage than the last one. So we're gonna go on to the next Pokemon. Instead of having Glade this time, this gym leader actually has Gardevoir. That's one of the things they differ also. The spikes and stuff still goes into effect, does about the same damage. We go for that Waterfall. It's going to one-hit KO that Pokemon. And the next thing, they have an Executor. I forgot what the other Pokemon they had over there was, but this one has an Executor, which is pretty different. It's not the same. So they go for the Ice Fang. That's going to do some... I was afraid that was going to miss, actually, but I went for it anyways. I risked it for the biscuit, you know. And instead of having Metagross, this time they have Alakazam. And Alakazam's going to be hurt pretty bad, but we're going to go in for that Waterfall here. And Waterfall is going to take out Alakazam. And now we're finally down to the last Pokemon after this entire video, guys. And their last Pokemon over here is Mega Metagross instead of Mega Alakazam. So they have 2 Mega Pokemon that you have to defeat in this gym, and it is hard. And right there, I was like, oh god, it's over. But I get the flinch, and I stay in the game, and Here's where we're going to finish it off now. We go for the bite. It's super effective. Metagross does faint, and we win the gym, guys. And that is how I defeated the gym. I hope this helped you out, and I hope you guys can use this method. If it does, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, guys, and I will see you all next time on Unstoppable Bonus Gaming. Thanks for watching.